Today I want to do a video on Hyperliquid, which in my opinion is the best perpetual DEX out there, but I unfortunately only have funds on base network. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bridge over from, also to show you how really easy it has become. So I want to send, say 0.06. Honestly don't know how much that is, so need first. So that's so 0.0, let's say 68. And what's worth doing is using Orbiter, is because you earn points every time you are bridging over. It is probably one of the cheapest bridges and pretty quick. Maybe worthwhile earning points because they're alluding to releasing a token, and you know everyone in the grandmother's releasing tokens nowadays. The same thing happened with Rabby, which is basically D-Bank's wallet. So I'm moved basically most of my actions over to Rabby because Rabby it's not a wallet on its own. You're importing other wallets via seed phrases into it and earning points also at the same time. So I can simply, I've connected the wallet already, and it automatically changes your network for you. So we're just going to confirm that. What is also good is that it simulates your transaction and sort of checks the contracts and everything for you. It's a lot more intricate and safer than MetaMask for that matter. Essentially, we can close this window because that process is on its way now. Getting to Hyperliquid. Now, Hyperliquid is a perpetual DEX only and quite intricate markets, and they're very fast to list stuff, even products that do not exist as tokens yet. So you can trade the futures market of the Jupiter token, which is also an airdrop coming at the end of this month. There's ZRO, I think that's layer 0, which they're proposing is that price. So futures market's not real yet. Let's connect the wallet. So best way for Rabby is to use Wallet Connect, and you can just search Rabby. Okay, not finding it today. Sometimes these platforms don't always support these things. So let's see, MetaMask. I still have MetaMask on the same wallet, so probably worth. First it will switch to Arbitrum. Hyperliquid works on Arbitrum and it's connected. Now if I want to deposit funds, it has to be, I have to sign obviously. So although it's an unsupported project, it isn't unsafe. So I put Wallet Guard over MetaMask just to check the contract before I sign things. These days you have to do these things. Just sign that. You'll see you have 3 options. So you have the bridged version of USDC and USDT. Now, we would have sent Ethereum on there, and you can see it arrived. There it is there now. So what I can do is just simply swap in here. I want to use Arbitrum, and I go ETH, USDC. And 0.069. Let's do 67. $14 is fine. It will look for the best route, and you'll earn points for doing this inside of Rabbi. I think you get one swap a day for points. You can choose which one. I need to enable it. So, swap. Obviously, I will have to sign and confirm. So it's telling me I do not have enough gas. So I would obviously have to swap some less amount. So 0.006. I will admit that swapping internally in a wallet is not the cheapest process. That's quite expensive for Arbitrum. Okay. So there's multiple ways of doing this. So you can see I have a drawdown now. So I can deposit into it, and you see I got my $13 there. So I'm going to deposit everything in. I will have to sign for that. Because it's a DEX, obviously this thing is KYC free. So it's just you connecting your wallet and depositing funds in. What I think puts Hyperliquid a cut above everybody else is simply what I will show you now, because I've added $13 now. So let's say I want to place a trade on I've already got trades open, so I don't want to add to that. The alt was just released yesterday and it's already a market open here, so let's say OD, so ordinals. Open with down, so I can simply market buy and say, okay, I want to margin required $10, I want less margin. And you can see I'm in cross. I can change my leverage to less. Within the portfolio, I think I can change it higher. I know it's somewhere. Anyway, I want we already, I'm gonna go market by a margin of 6 for a 10x. Obviously I prefer to trade in cross because I want to manage my whole account as one thing. You can decide whichever way you want to. And place order. I can decide to not have that and just buy long. And there you go. The order is open. There it is. Now, I'm not sure if you use other DEXs, but it's not as simple as that. Every time you have to do a trade, you have to basically do a transaction, pay a gas fee. And yes, maybe on this network it's not that expensive, but for me, what I like about Hyperliquid is that the experience is like a central exchange. And it is a complete DEX though. And I'm struggling to find negatives about it because execution's fairly decent. There's enough liquidity along there. Order books are thick. It's even got what we call vaults. Now, strangely enough, Hyperliquid is also doing the point system. So for this period, they're proposing, or the industry is assuming that there is a token coming, similar to GMX and eventually that will do some governance. We don't know, but obviously there's some gaming of the system, so people are using huge amount of leverage, placing small trades just for the point system. If you provide liquidity for this one, the HLP, basically you're just providing USDC. So you can put some funds in there, and you'll earn points for holding collateral. Yeah, putting funds there. Bear in mind that because that's a collective of the market, they are actually trading things. You can find maybe your favorite trader and well, I've got some funds here, but he can run drawdowns longer than anybody else. So you need to be okay that if you put funds in there, you might not have profits immediately. But it's good to, so, you know, it's basically copy trading. And just bear in mind that if you're using user vaults, there's no points being scored there. For your actual trades, your own trades, yes. So there's a fair amount of volume, 62 million, obviously with leverage, and it becomes more. The one other downside I would say is if you're using order flow. So I don't think the DEXs are on that level of providing data to the platforms like ExoCharts, Trading Light and such. But nothing stops you from using them per, let's say, Bybit or Binance, and just applying the same sort of logic because it's the same sort of market. Obviously, Hyperliquid is a lot faster. See all the new tokens, Manta, Woof. So the meme coins come up here first normally. So it's a good. I can't describe how good it is to have a futures market on a new meme coin which you can short if need be. Other than that, if you want to use it, I've got my referral link down in the description. I probably use this more than anything else. And most of the time, you don't really need to sign in with the wallet all the time, because once you've done that sign in, it sort of lasts for a few days. Especially if it's on your own computer, it is a bit irritating to log in all the time. Obviously, if you change computer or log in somewhere else, use another browser, it will require you to log in again. So it's not open to US traders, so sorry guys. But yeah, hopefully this helps. Please use stop losses and take profits, and check your overall balance of the account. So for me, I ride it a bit hot, but I check in now and again, and I can move funds quickly in just for holding the margin sake. Until the next one.